Are you trying to prioritize your protein, but do you struggle with easy, simple, tasty ways to get extra protein in your diet? Well, stay tuned because I've got you covered. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jen, and this is A Better Life with Jen. Now, if you've seen many of my other videos, you know that I love to prioritize protein in my diet. But getting it in an easy, tasty way isn't always the simplest thing. So in today's video, I'm going to cover several ways that you can get extra protein in your diet. I'm going to cover meals and snacks that use few simple ingredients that are tasty and healthy to help you get that extra protein in. So this high protein snack I'm going to make is a healthier version of an egg salad. So I have a couple hard-boiled eggs here. I have some finely chopped dill pickle that I already chopped up. And then traditionally you would use mayonnaise in your egg salad. But in order to make it a little bit healthier, add a little bit more protein, have a little less fat, I am going to use plain Greek yogurt in it. It's a great substitute for mayonnaise. And then of course, lots of mustard because I love mustard. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up these eggs, get this mixed up. I'll show you what I do with it. I like to put it on a couple of rice cakes. Now you can use it however you would want. You could make an egg salad sandwich with some bread. I just like the crunch of the rice cakes with the egg salad on it. So let's get making our healthy egg salad. So I have the chopped up hard-boiled eggs and dill pickles. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the Greek yogurt to give it that creaminess that mayonnaise normally would. And you can use as much or as little as you want, make it as creamy as you would like. And then of course, lots of just plain yellow mustard. And then I like to add just a little bit of pepper. And then I like to just put this on the rice cakes. These are just the plain rice cakes. This would also be great with some of the flavored rice cakes. They have like a sun-dried tomato basil one that I think would be amazing with this. They also have an everything bagel rice cake that would probably be really good. And there you have the healthier, higher protein egg salad. If you want to make this even a little bit lower fat, you could use just one egg yolk or no egg yolks even, and just use the hard-boiled egg whites. But really great, depending on how much and which Greek yogurt you use, this snack has about 20 grams of protein. So really great, super easy snack with quite a bit of protein. So the next high protein I'm going to make is some tzatziki sauce. Now, if you are not familiar with tzatziki sauce, it is a Greek Mediterranean sauce. It's usually made with yogurt, cucumber, fresh dill, lemon juice, and you can use it as a dip. It's really great. But I'm going to go ahead and make a high protein tzatziki sauce. And what inspired it was I found these tzatziki flavored chickpea crisps at Costco. So these are gluten-free. They are made with rice flour and chickpea flour, and they have the dill cucumber kind of flavor. They're really great. They're very light, very crispy. So I got these and I thought it would be fun to dip these in some tzatziki sauce for tzatziki on tzatziki. So what I have here is I just have a little carton of Chobani non-fat Greek yogurt. That's the plain, you don't want a flavored version. So I'm just gonna throw that in a bowl and mix the stuff up with it. And here I just have some finely diced cucumber. Just took part of this cucumber, peeled it, and finely diced it. I'm going to throw that into the Greek yogurt. There's no measurement with this one. This is a cook by, feel and cook with your heart kind of dish. And then it usually uses fresh dill. However, when I went to the store, they did not have any fresh dill, and I was already tired and didn't want to go to another store to try to find it. So I just got a little dried dill. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this in it because dried herbs are always more potent than fresh herbs. So I'm just going to stir a little bit of the dried dill in. And once again, you do this to taste. And then I'm going to just put in a little squirt of lemon juice, just some fresh lemon juice. And then obviously you can adjust the dill to your liking. You can adjust the cucumber to your liking. And there we have the high protein tzatziki sauce made with Greek yogurt. And I'm going to go ahead and dip this with the tzatziki crisps. It's really great. That little dill comes through. The cucumber adds a nice little crunch. It would probably be even more flavorful if you let it sit and let those flavors kind of marinate a little bit. So I'll probably throw this in the fridge, let it sit for a little bit, and it will be even better. But those tzatziki crisps have a really, really nice flavor. So this is another easy, simple, high protein snack. You could also use this as a dip for some vegetables would be great. If you were making a little Mediterranean plate, maybe with some Kalamata olives, some hummus, some chickpeas would be a great addition with that. So this next high protein snack is another very simple, very easy one with minimal ingredients. Now, everybody loves ranch. Ranch dip, ranch dressing. You can dip anything in ranch. Ranch makes everything better. But ranch dip or ranch salad dressing is not necessarily the healthiest thing. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make a healthier version that has more protein and a much healthier option if you want to dip your vegetables, dip your pizza, whatever you like to use your ranch dressing for. And this one is going to come together with just a couple ingredients. So I just have a little container of the Chobani. This is the plain. You want to make sure you use plain yogurt for this. A sweet flavored one would not work well. So this is just a little container of plain yogurt. I have some of this powdered Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning mix. So this is what you can use to make your own dip or your dressing. And the instructions usually say, to use like sour cream or mayonnaise or something like that. But we're going to put it in the Greek yogurt to make a much healthier version of a ranch dip. And you can add as much or as little as you would like to get the flavor profile that you prefer. And then I'm just going to stir this up. And with the Greek yogurt, this gives it a nice consistency that's more dip-like. If you wanted to make a salad dressing with it, you could add a little bit of milk to thin it down. If you used either an unsweetened almond milk or a high protein regular milk like Fairlife, that would add even more protein to this. And it smells like ranch dip. And I'm just going to use this just to dip some baby carrots in it. It tastes just like any ranch dip that you would get anywhere, just a much healthier, high protein version of it. Like I said, you can use this anywhere you would use ranch dip, or thin it down a little bit to use for a ranch salad dressing. All right, so this next high protein snack is one of the simplest. It involves 3 ingredients and is gonna come together in about 30 seconds. So the ingredients for this are, it starts with a Greek yogurt. I just happen to have the Oikos 000, one of my favorites. This is the flavor vanilla. You could use any flavor that you want. I have some protein rice cakes. So I found these. They are called Quaker Protein Rice Crisps, and this is the flavor chocolate caramel. And as you can see, they're mini little rice cakes. So they have some added extra protein, so that's gonna help, increase the protein in this little snack. And then I also have some PB2. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I have mentioned I really don't like peanut butter, but I love other nut butters. I love almond butter, I love cashew butter. And what this is this is cashew powder, and this company PB2 also makes peanut and they also make almond. The only ingredient in here is cashews. So it's basically like dehydrated, powdered up cashews. That is literally the only thing that's in it. It smells like cashews. It's just a powder. And then you can do so many things with it. You can mix it with water, which is what I did here, to make a little drizzle. You can mix it with a less amount of water to make like a texture that's similar to a peanut butter or a cashew butter. You can stir it as the powder into yogurt. It's great. You can put it into smoothies. You can do so many things with it. But one of the things I really like about it is it's much lower fat than your typical actual cashew butter. So a serving of this only has 2.5 grams of fat and has 4 grams of protein. So this little snack is going to come together so quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to make it. So as you can see, I just took a little bit of the vanilla Greek yogurt, placed it on the rice cake, and then drizzled a little bit of the cashew butter drizzle that I had made up, and just makes a cute little snack. You could also, if you wanted to add a little bit of fruit, maybe a little slice of banana or a berry would also be really good. You could use a other flavored yogurt, like a berry yogurt would be really good as well. So this great little snack, when you do the full serving of the protein crisps, which is actually 16 of these little ones. I just have a sample here, but this whole snack comes together at 25 grams of protein. So super quick, super easy, super healthy, and very tasty. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video showing you some easy ways to get that protein in. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try any of these or if you have any other simple ways to add extra protein to your diet. If you did enjoy this video or find it helpful, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, all of those things that help the channel. And as always, I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you next week with another video.